Welcome to a demonstration of the Fortress Master Locksmith TDF1 reader writer for coding Paxton fobs and cards. The reader itself comes with a supplied USB power cable, standard USB, and a USB UK charging socket for the wall. You can also use either your laptop USB, or I'm going to use this power supply because it's nice and easy to just plug in and it's very portable for me. So the first thing that we notice when we turn it on is we get a beep and a double light flash. That just tells us that the unit is now ready to be supplied with a fob. I have here a standard Paxton fob. When I bring the fob to the reader and place it in the hole, I get a slow green flashing light which tells me that the reader is now ready to read the data from the fob. Simple press of the button and I'll get a fast flashing light followed by slow flashing. When it goes back to the slow flashing, it means it's read the fob into memory. If I remove the fob, we'll find that it then holds a solid green light. This tells us that the reader itself now has stored in its memory all of the data so that I can clone as many fobs to the original as I want. In this case, I'm just going to clone one of ours. Our fobs are purpose built. You can't use any other fobs other than these fobs, and the reader knows that. So when I place a fob in there, it recognizes that it's a read-write fob by showing us the green and red light. And all I need to do is to press the button and it'll give me a fast flashing green light, which then tells me that this fob is now ostensibly a Paxton fob. If I take it out and place it back in there, you'll see I just get that green flashing slow light that says I'm ready to read this fob again. I can take it out. Those two fobs are now exactly the same. The reader will now believe that either one of them is the original. We can then put another fob in and read that if we want to, and it'll overwrite the original information in here. So now this fob is ready to be written to. Or in the case of a card, if we want to copy one of the Paxton cards, we place the card at the front of the machine to get the slow green flashing light, press the button, fast lights, again it's now read that card into the memory. There is one exception to the reading of fobs, and that is although Paxton supply blue ring, green ring, red ring and yellow ring fobs, there is another company on the market called PackGDX that bring out a green, red and yellow ring fob. There aren't many of them around, but they can be read, they can't be copied. So my machine will read them, and it will copy them to another fob, but that won't work on the PackGDX machine. So what happens is the machine will tell you this is a PackGDX and not a Paxton. Place it in there, it knows it can read it, so it's expecting to read it. I press the button, I get the fast lights followed by 3 red flashing lights that says don't bother writing this to another fob because it's a waste of your money, that it won't work on the machine. And that is it. That concludes, I believe.